The conductor is the real boss of a train. The conductor is responsible to the railroad for getting whatever the train is carrying correctly to its destination on time. That means satisfied passengers and freight that's in good condition. While the engineman makes the train move, it's the conductor who holds the authority to say when it will start and when it will stop. So you see, the train is really under my command. One important thing I have to do is make sure my railroad watch is accurately set to the railroad standard clock, and that each member of our train crew has set his watch to mine. Most people know about a conductor on a passenger train. Actually, both freight trains and passenger trains have conductors. In both cases, we're the boss. As a passenger conductor, I give the locomotive engineman the go-ahead to start out from the station. I communicate with the use of special hand signals by day and a lantern at night. I can also use a high-pitched communicating whistle that sounds...
Before the coming of automatic couplers, most brakemen lost fingers or arms or legs due to the unsafe old Lincoln pin couplers. Also, many brakemen were run over and horribly injured or killed when enginemen didn't receive clear hand or lantern signals and moved a train when a brakeman was expecting it to stand still. In the years of steam power, back before air brakes were introduced, a freight train might have many brakemen. But after the coming of air brakes, there were usually two. One who rode on the engine, and one who rode in a cabin car or caboose. Of course, brakemen also work on passenger trains, where our job became less dangerous earlier, because passenger trains had air brakes and automatic couplers long before freight trains did. Still, when a passenger train stops to pick up cars, it could be a baggage car, mail car, sleeper, coach, or diner. It's us brakemen who...
November 27th, 1910, was a day New Yorkers have been anticipating for nearly a decade. Pennsylvania Station, a monument rose 150 feet high, was comparable to the nave at St. Peter's in Rome in both size. Alexander Cassatt, president of the Pennsylvania Railroad, had defied legions of skeptics and gambled millions of dollars to link the nation's biggest railroad to America's greatest city. It was a rare example of a private investment that would clearly benefit the public.
Cassatt believed
when the Pennsylvania Railroad undertakes to build tunnels where nobody thought tunnels could be built, it's almost as though they're going to go to the moon.
The scale of this was pharaonic.
It was huge. It was
100,000 people streamed through its doors on opening day. A half dozen granite eagles peered down on each entrance.
Somehow unfairly at their expense. I don't think so.
November 27th, 19...
Of course there are issues. There always have been and running the railroad.
Because I felt as if someone had done that for me.
As 100,000 people streamed for service to the country. The unveiling of the station represented the culmination of the most geologically complex waterways in the world.
When the Pennsylvania Railroad undertakes to build tunnels where nobody thought tunnels could be built, it's almost as though
Running a railroad, you know, it's a business, a very big business. And if by chance you're thinking of investing some of your own money in the Pennsylvania Railroad, then you better know something about how we make money for you.
We were poor, we didn't have very. Someone had done that for me.
As 100,000 people streamed.
And number two, we've got to put as many fully loaded railroad cars as possible in each and every train. Number three, we want to keep the number of trains we're running momentum. Where's fuel cost? Fewer trains, of course, means longer trains. And the requirement for every railroad is higher to move those trains.
Train number 28 for Broadway Limited for Crestline, Pittsburgh, Altoona, Harrisburg, Philadelphia, Newark, and New York.
We've got passengers going in and out of the old station. And across those mainline tracks, all that riveting and hammering and welding at the shops. And then we've got shopmen, office people, warehouse men and women coming across the 12th Street Bridge right above us. And getting them to show up to work on time. A lot of boys like me doing it. Not a bad way getting started. While working for the railroad, I mean, learning a lot.
He's over the knuckle, and for some reason he's in between. And all of a sudden the train, it moves. It moves, and this poor devil is caught right there, right in the knuckle. In two, right? And the coupler is just holding his body. So the crew, they left the train sitting still. And they called up his wife at home and called his priest down at the parish. Poor devil asked for last rites before, they uncoupled. So his wife came down, they said,
Well, I guess I'll get my son in. My dad got me in. Even though we didn't go to the right church. Didn't even speak much English at the time.
Yeah, well, don't ask me to take your son on as a fireman. I don't know that there'll ever be battalion engineer.